Where did this beggar-looking cleaner come from? You're ruining the mood for my big spenders to send gifts. Get lost.
Look at how pathetic and poor this cleaner is.
Son.
Call security to kick these two old geezers out.
You old bastard! How dare you push me and smash the antique! Get ready to lose everything!
Stop arguing. You smashed Tianya Villa's ultimate treasure. Pay for it immediately.
We didn't break this.
Explanations are useless.
Including damages for mental anguish. It's 5 million. It must be paid in full.
If you don't pay, you pay with your lives.
Hey, yeah.
Dad, it's okay. I'm here now. As for what happened here, I will demand an explanation from them.
You dare to assault people and smash antiques? Even God himself can't save you from paying.
Hey, let me give you a lesson in law today. First, the burden of proof lies on the one who claims
There is no surveillance footage of the scene, relying solely on these scammers.
unsubstantiated claims to accuse my parents.
That is called baseless extortion. This fuss is priceless. If not them, then who? Don't try to deny it. This bill is legally binding.
The second loophole.
Without a third-party appraisal report, on what grounds do you value the damage at 5 million? This is suspected occupational embezzlement and fraud.
The third loophole.
Tianya Villa has no law enforcement authority. Forcibly detaining them and forcing their fingerprints constitutes illegal detention and intentional injury.
Who exactly are you? How dare you act so presumptuously in Tianya Villa? Do you even know who our chairman is?
Who I am doesn't matter. What matters is this 5 million yuan loss. I'll fight you to the bitter end. Not even God himself can save you. A sneak attack from behind. You overestimate yourself.
Oh no! My watch is shattered!
Peeking corals, deliberately damaging your own property, and attempted extortion. That's yet another charge.
Horseshit.
You clearly broke my son's luxury watch. If you don't pay for the watch and the vase today, your whole family won't make it out of this resort.
Your extortion has been reported. Does the resort always enable scammers like this?
Hello, is this the police? Someone is causing trouble in a suite at Tianya Resort.
They smashed the 5 million yuan antique! Please come quickly.
Go ahead and call the police.
Let's wait for the police. Let's see how you explain the vase then.
Enjoy rotting in jail.
Mom, don't be afraid.
The stage is set perfectly.
The show is just getting started.
A new slide blocked the mountain road. The police will take at least 2 hours. You're not escaping today.
Ma, 2 hours is more than enough. Get the tripod and start streaming. Let's make these losers socially dead online.
Start the stream now.
Guys, you won't believe this. We stayed at a hotel and ran into some poor scammers who broke an antique. And they even smashed my watch and tried to kill me.
Here, they're lying. The internet is going to tear us apart.
This is outrageous. Punish them severely. We demand justice.
They even ruined the luxury items my mom just bought. Please share this stream to help us get justice.
These are limited editions.
These feature thugs are completely lawless.
Limited edition. Even the stitching on the logo is crooked as hell. So they're just cheap, shared props, posing as rich to scam tips.
Are you looking for trouble rather than system?
Become the top donor, and I'll give you the address. Thanks for the Porsche, bro.
The internet is not a lawless place. I'll send your whole family to prison.
The packaging color is off. The edges are worn and creased. It's definitely a fake prop.
Don't worry, Mom. The higher they fly, the harder they'll fall. They're full of flaws.
Let's see how many alt accounts are hidden behind that fake persona. Using the same props to flaunt wealth across 5 platforms.
They really went all out.
Every single video is evidence that will send you to prison.
Thanks to my top donor for the sports car. Keep gifting everyone to cover my legal fees. I'm going to sue those broke losers to death.
Over 100,000 scammed in tips in just half an hour. This is no longer just a moral issue. Using fake identities to garner sympathy and swindle money, it perfectly constitutes the crime of fraud. The evidence is ironclad. The chain of evidence is complete. Now we just wait for the police to close the net. Keep dancing while you can. This is your final hurrah.
Damn it. Why has everyone stopped sending gifts?
These broke netizens don't have a shred of sympathy.
Don't panic, son.
If the stream has no traffic, let's make a huge scene. Let's go to the lobby. The bigger the crowd, the better.
We'll force the manager to waive our bill and compensate us.
Don't be afraid, Mom. They want to blow this up. That's exactly what I want.
Everyone, come look. Tianya Villa is killing people.
Everyone, judge for yourselves. Qugui and Baojie not only smashed the antique, they want to kill my son and me.
It's that guy in the trench coat. His whole family is pushing us too far.
They bully us just because they know how to fight. Woo!
Don't rush to defend yourself. Let's let it play out fully. Once the police arrive, it'll be checkmate.
Have you caused enough of a scene?
Once we're out, I'll hang banners in your neighborhood every day. I'll make sure you can't hold your heads up in front of your neighbors. You'll never have peace for the rest of your lives.
Get away.
It's none of your business if I teach him a lesson.
All she knows is how to scream like a shrew. Let them throw their tantrum. The footage of you picking fights will only serve as aggravating circumstance.
Why isn't this kid afraid?
There must be a catch. We absolutely cannot keep that surveillance footage.
It must be destroyed immediately.
Captain Zhao, come to the surveillance room right now. I've got a big deal for you.
We need to work something out about the rooftop surveillance.
Rich kids' money is the easiest to make. Just a lift of a finger to cut the feed, and tens of thousands in extra cash will be in your pocket. No one will ever find out.
Sneaking away from the crowd, he's finally showing his true colors.
Here is a token of my sincerity. Within 30 seconds, I want the camera feed outside the 5 Emperor Suite to turn completely to static. Can you manage that? Woo! Don't worry. It's completely normal for aging equipment to malfunction. I promise that footage will be wiped. Not even a miracle could recover it.
Finish deleting. The entire process of you destroying evidence and bribing him. I recorded it all. Bribing a guard, destroying physical evidence. That's at least 3 years. None of you are getting away. Trying to snatch the evidence. That only adds to your crime, and your career ends today. Young Master Wang sure paid a high price, going to prison for a measly tens of thousands of yuan. What a great deal.
Fine. Run back to the lobby and put on your show.
The stage has been set.
Woo!
Mom, we're finished.
I got caught by Ling Yuan paying to delete the surveillance footage. He even got our chat history. We're going to prison.
Don't panic.
Let's strike first before the police get here. Muddy the waters completely. Play the victim and throw dirt on him. Help.
That ugly Yuan just beat the security guard in the monitoring room until he spit blood! He wants to destroy the evidence of them breaking the antique! Please help us!
You never get tired of playing the thief crying stop thief. Here is the bribe money you used to destroy the surveillance footage. The evidence is irrefutable.
Don't frame us.
The monitoring room just sent me the backup. It was clearly you who broke the vase and assaulted people.
You are not getting away today.
You're finally here. They deliberately destroyed a 5 million yuan antique. All the evidence is on this USB drive.
This USB drive contains the HD surveillance footage from just now. This family smashed our 5 million yuan treasure and assaulted the security guards. They must be severely punished.
Everyone step back. Whether property was intentionally damaged will be decided by the evidence. Play the footage now.
Yeah.
Could this surveillance footage have been tampered with? We are no match for these local thugs.
Look closely.
No one else touched the vase except them. The evidence is irrefutable.
Karma.
That's what you get for being so arrogant. Your whole family did this. Arrest these broke losers right now and throw them in jail.
Officer, you must do us justice. We were just minding our own business staying here. Not only were we framed for breaking an antique, but we were also threatened and intimidated.
Is there no law and order left in this world?
No, it wasn't us.
We really didn't touch it.
Heavens! Why are they framing innocent people like this?
The video is fake.
They set us up. These bastards colluded to drive our entire family to death.
The evidence is irrefutable. We are issuing a compulsory summons. If you do not cooperate, force will be used.
Put your hands out.
He's violently resisting law enforcement! Pin him down! That's an additional charge!
Arrests require evidence. When it happened, my mother was video calling me on her phone, and it recorded the whole process.
We're finished. Mom! Quick! Make the cleaner take the fall.
Team 2, head to the lobby. We have suspects of group fraud.
And grand property damage. Arrest them immediately.
It wasn't me! The hotel manager made us say that. I am innocent. Arrest him.
Mr. Lee, I was wrong. Please sign a letter of leniency. I'm still young. I can't go to prison.
No settlement, ever.
How dare you maliciously frame someone? Go learn how to be a decent human being in prison.
See you in court.
No, I don't want to.
My 10 million follower account.
I'll haunt you even as a ghost.
As for you, don't think this is over. Once they are dealt with, I will slowly settle the score with this villa.
Settle the score.
The 5 million yuan debt for the vase is still unpaid.
I will make sure your whole family has no way out.
All security, mobilize! Go to the underground garage right now and lock down that black SUV. We absolutely cannot let this family leave town.
Since you want to play by the law with me, I'll use my rules to show you that you won't be able to move a single inch.
Dead. Get in the car and rest. I'll handle the dirty work from here. Well, look who we have here.
Turn off the engine. Everyone, get out of the car. Manager Zhao personally ordered that until the 5 million yuan is paid in full. This car is the villa's illegal collateral. Who dares to touch it?
Just as expected. These idiots are putting the handcuffs on themselves.
The Wang family might be locked up, but the debt for that broken vase is still unpaid. As the parties responsible for the villa's massive losses, your entire family must be held jointly liable. So now, this car belongs to me.
Manager Zhao, the police have already ruled that the Wang family bears sole responsibility. You're fabricating a debt out of thin air and ordering your men to illegally seize our legitimate private property.
Do you really think Tia,
Mountain Villa is above the law, and that the law is just a joke to you?
Cut the crap.
In Tianya, my word is absolute law. Lock it up. Let's see who can drive this piece of trash car out today. Even if the sky falls, I've got it covered.
Yes, sir.
The evidence is now fully secured.
Zhao Jinfa is suspected of instructing and participating in the illegal seizure of private property, with the value of the property exceeding 1 million yuan. The chain of evidence is complete and airtight.
Brother Biao.
Stop the guy who just passed by.
No matter what, do not let them take a single step out of here. Oh, I heard some blind fool is trying to run away. With me here today, no one leaves. If you want to pass, you will have to run me over.
Since you're begging for death, I'll grant your wish.
What on earth is going on? We clearly paid for the room, so why are we locked out?
Man, don't waste your energy swiping the card. Manager Zhao personally gave a strict order just now. Not only did he deactivate your keycards, but he also ordered maintenance to cut off the water and power. He just wants to leave you stranded in the hallway to force you into submission.
This is going way too far.
Locking up our car was bad enough, but now they won't even let us into our room. Is Tia Villa trying to drive our entire family to our death?
Mom, Dad, don't get upset. Since they want to play dirty by cutting off our water and power, they're actually handing me the perfect leverage. This dump isn't worth another second of our time.
Let's go. I'll take you to a much better place. Well, isn't this young Master Lin leaving so soon? With local thugs guarding the outside and your car locked in the garage, let's see which street you'll be begging on tonight.
Has this kid lost his mind? How did he check those two old geezers into the 7-star hotel next door?
Ma, have some hot tea to calm your nerves. Make yourself at home. Next, it's time to make them pay for illegally seizing our car. To deal with these shameless bullies, only the official iron fist of the law can completely crush their arrogance.
Hello, I'd like to file a formal complaint under my real name against Tianya Villa.
Their manager, a Mr. Zhao, is suspected of abusing his position without any legal basis. Violently seizing and locking my private vehicle
Is a serious violation of my personal property rights.
Let's see who you can turn to this time.
We have received your complaint. This is a severe violation,
And we have transferred you to the relevant department. Please stay on the line.
Officers will arrive at the scene within 10 minutes.
This is a main road. Illegal parking and blocking the road are strictly prohibited. Move the vehicles immediately.
This was ordered by Manager Zhao of Tianya Villa himself. Could you please cut us some slack and let this slide?
Don't try to play buddy-buddy with me.
No one is above the law.
Listen up, get the heavy chains on them right now, and tow away all these vehicles for illegal parking and obstructing law enforcement.
Our cars got towed! How are we going to feed ourselves now? This is all Zhao Jinfang's fault. Come on, let's go settle the score with that bastard Zhao and make him pay double.
Are you out of your mind? Who said you could barge into my office? Because of you, all my cars parked at the gate were towed by the traffic police. That's tens of thousands in fines and towing fees. If you don't pay us back right now and give my boys an explanation, I will smash this crappy place of yours to pieces.
Biao, calm down. We can talk this over.
Let go of me first. As for the money, I'll definitely find a way. The villa has plenty of assets. I won't let you guys lose a single penny.
Here's the compensation for the guys. Take the money, take it and leave, and don't you dare cause any more trouble here.
Manager Zhao, I see you know what's good for you. If this happens again,
remember to give me a heads up first.
It's all because of you that I've suffered such a heavy loss.
I will never let you off.
I'm going to make your life a living hell in this city.
So what if he's staying at the 7-star hotel next door, sneak into their electrical room, and cut off the water and the electricity to Lin Yuan's suite?
Don't worry, manager. I used to work as an electrician at that hotel. I know their utility access routes inside out. I'll cut off their water and power tonight.
I'll trap their whole family in that room like rats in a cage.
Illegally seizing our car was just the appetizer. All your investment at Tianya Villa will soon be completely brought to light.
What's going on?
This is supposed to be a top-tier 7-star hotel. How could the power suddenly go out?
Dear, don't move around. Be careful not to trip.
Mom, Dad, don't worry. This is definitely not an ordinary power outage. Zhao Jinfang must be acting out of desperation and send someone to sabotage us. I'll go check it out. These idiots really spare no effort to get back at me. Since they're so eager to hand me ammunition, I might as well take it. This clumsy stunt of cutting the power is exactly the evidence I need.
Manager Zhao, it's done. Not only did I cut the power, but I also shut off the main water valve. Let's see what they'll do tonight, besides drinking out of the toilet.
Drinking out of the toilet.
I'm afraid the ones drinking cold water in the detention center tonight will be you and your boss Zhao Jinfang.
How did you find this place? Stop filming. This really has nothing to do with me. Manager Zhao forced me to do it. I was just following orders.
Let's title this Tianya Villa Manager's Retaliation, maliciously cutting off water and power, endangering elderly life, and upload.
No, let's wait for public opinion to completely explode.
How could this happen? How could the views hit over 1 million overnight? Do these netizens have nothing better to do? Why is everyone attacking me in the comments? Tianya's official comment section has been completely flooded with negative reviews. Our booking rate has plunged straight to 0. We are in deep trouble this time. Chairman, please calm down. I'll handle this PR crisis right away. I will personally go and restore their water and electricity right now. I promise not to cause any more trouble for the company aid yours. You useless trash. How could you leave behind such a huge leverage?
We have no choice but to back down and restore their water and power for now.
Once this storm blows over, I will settle the score with you.
The backlash from netizens hit faster than I expected. Being forced to restore our water and power is only the beginning of their downfall.
Since I can't beat you in the open, I'll play dirty. Since you want to fight me to the bitter end, I'll hire some desperate thugs to threaten you at your doorstep tonight. I'm going to scare those 2 old bastards to death.
Manager Zhao said, we don't need to actually lay a hand on them. Just shout and intimidate them outside their door. It would be best to scare the old couple into having a heart attack.
Let's see if they're still cocky after that.
Oh, you think you were wronged? Listen up, you people inside! Watch your back when you walk outside! If you dare post another video online, I'll make sure your whole family dies a horrible death!
Honey, they actually came for us in the middle of the night.
These cold-blooded monsters are terrifying.
Let's hurry and call the police for help.
Since you want to play with your lives, I will play this game with you to the bitter end.
Nice threat.
I've decided to send your entire family straight to hell. Every single bit of destruction
will become the shackles on your feet.
Mom and Dad were terrified. Let's hurry to the hospital and get them some sedatives. I've already locked the door, and there's no one inside. Let's hurry up, or we won't get a registration slot.
Manager Zhao said that as long as we pull this off cleanly tonight, our wages for this quarter will double. Brothers, this is our chance to strike it rich.
Why bother?
Anyway, the cameras on this floor have already been hacked by our guys. Just chop it open. When those paupers get back, they'll have to sleep on the streets.
Manager Zhao said that vase was worth 5 million.
I bet the stuff in this room is worth a lot too. Smash it. Smash every single thing. Let them feel what true despair is.
Oh, why did you stop? Intentionally damaging others' property is a felony, combined with breaking and entering. Do you think the money Manager Zhao paid you is worth the prison time?
Had fun smashing the place, didn't you? The police are already downstairs. If you want a reduced sentence, confess exactly who instructed you to do this.
You are suspected of burglary and malicious destruction of high-value property. The evidence is solid. Save your words for the interrogation room.
Here is the complete video of the damage they caused, along with their recorded confession that they were instructed by Tian's manager. Here is the audio evidence. Tell your boss Zhao Jinfa to stop struggling. I'm right outside the police station, waiting for him to walk straight into the trap.
I'll talk. I'll confess everything. Zhao Jinfa gave us 10,000 yuan and said the cameras on this floor were turned off. He sent us to destroy Li Yuan's entire family. Please, I beg you, let me turn myself in.
Lin, don't think you can frame me by getting 2 thugs and wiggle out of the $5 million antique case. This is clearly a stunt you staged yourself.
If I don't kill you today.
My last name isn't Joe.
You set up a trap. Not only did your men confess, but they also handed over the chat logs showing you instructed them. Do you really think the police will believe your lies?
With ironclad evidence, let's see how much longer you can squirm.
Where is the evidence?
Technology is so advanced nowadays.
Voice and text messages can easily be faked. I'm a prominent, law-abiding citizen. You have no right to lock me up.
As long as I deny everything. Chairman Shen will definitely get me out of here.
Mr. Lin, the video has been verified by our forensics team. There are no signs of editing. The chain of evidence is complete. His current denial is nothing but a useless, desperate struggle.
Yeah, that manager is terrifying. 他连警察都不怕. Have we really won? Will he send thugs to smash our house again in the future?
Mom! Don't worry. Retribution is here.
Take a close look.
This is the original file.
Faced with such ironclad evidence, did you really think you could escape?
Zhao Jinfa. Bail does not mean you're innocent. This game of reckoning has only just begun. I hope you're strong enough to handle what's coming.
Li Yuan, you forced my hand.
If you won't let me survive, then we'll all go down together.
Trying to ruin me.
It's not that easy.
Since you care so much about those 2 old farts, I'll use that $5 million antique debt to crush your entire family.
I'll bankrupt you and make you kneel and beg for my mercy.
What are you filming? The matter is still under investigation. I am innocent. If anyone else dares to film, I'll confiscate their phone. We'll fire all those big mouths in the lobby and shut their mouth for good. If anyone dares to leak a single word about the truth of the vase,
I'll make sure they never work in this industry again.
Professor Sun.
It's Zhao Jinfa from Tianya. That matter is all set, as long as you back me up tomorrow. There will be a handsome cut for you out of the 5 million yuan compensation.
Manager Zhao, in the appraisal field, my word is law. As long as the money is right, even if it's just a cheap piece of junk from you, I can turn it into Emperor Qianlong's prized possession.
Threatened to bankrupt me, did he? Zhao Jinfa, you have no idea what it truly means to lose everything. Then I'll play along and dig up all your dirty laundry from over the years.
Write off all these large expenses as the damage loss of that vase. And once the appraisal result is out tomorrow, we'll immediately apply to the court to freeze Lin Yuan's family assets.
This time, I'll drain you dry.
Yuan, I heard that expert son is very famous in the provincial capital. If he insists tomorrow that it's a genuine Qianlong antique, what are we going to do?
Invite all the media tomorrow. I want the entire city to watch Lin Yuan kneel and beg me on his knees.
Li Yuan, you stand no chance against me.
I have the provincial expert's endorsement and the backing of the resort. You're just a bum.
Just wait and see how I crush you under my foot tomorrow.
Lin Yue.
All the files you requested are ready.
Great. Moving on time tomorrow.
Young Master Li, we've uncovered it. Zhao Jinfa's so-called Qianlong Imperial Vase was actually sourced from a handicraft factory in Bixiazhu, Yiwu, just half a month ago.
As expected, a cheap and dirty scheme that can't stand the light of day. A piece of junk worth 180 yuan, and he dared to claim it cost 5 million. Zhao Jinfa is even more audacious than I imagined. He's dead meat this time.
Young Master Li, we have all the evidence.
Not only do we have Tianya Resort's internal procurement contract, but even the original logistics and return slips from back then.
We must completely destroy the actual purchase records. If a single word leaks out, we're all finished.
Trying to destroy the evidence. Too bad you didn't know that suppliers in Yiwu always keep a secret ledger. You've just dug your own grave.
Tianya Resort has always operated with the utmost integrity regarding the destruction of this priceless vase. Today, we have invited genuine experts from the provincial capital to reveal the truth,
leaving certain people with absolutely nothing to say.
Make 50 copies of these original documents of evidence. Tomorrow, 10 minutes after the appraisal starts, distribute them to all the reporters present.
Caught them in the act of destroying the evidence. Zhao Jinfa, you're bringing this upon yourself. These photos will be your death warrant tomorrow.
Mom, Dad, after tomorrow, no one will ever dare to point fingers and insult you in public again. I will make everyone who bullied you kneel on the ground and repent.
Lin Yue, that 5 million. I don't just want your money. I will make you disappear from this city completely. Friends from the media, the appraisal session now officially begins. Now please welcome the top antique appraisal experts from the provincial capital.
Professor Sun Jian, a leading authority, will reveal the truth.
With its smooth glaze, solid body, and perfect crackle pattern, this is indeed a classic example of the mid-Qing official kiln style.
Mr. Li, Professor Sun has preliminarily verified it as genuine. Are you prepared to pay the 5 million yuan in compensation?
Yes. Based on my comprehensive scientific analysis, this is indeed an authentic Qianlong blue and white vase with interlocking lotus patterns. Its current market value is at least 5 million yuan.
Did you hear that? The expert has spoken! Li Yuan, you loser! Kneel down and admit your guilt right now! Otherwise, I will use this appraisal to rot your entire family in jail!
Didn't they already investigate this? We really didn't break that vase.
Cat got your tongue. Where's the confidence you had when you called the police? Now that the expert has confirmed it, let's see how you deny it.
很扭到。
Toto, I beg for my forgiveness. Now,
this is the price you pay for crossing.
Professor Sun Zhao Jinfa, putting aside the fact that this vase has nothing to do with my family, I've actually found something much more interesting. Since this is a Qianlong official kiln piece, tell me, Professor Sun, why is the anti-counterfeit code of the Yiwu Beixiazhu Vase Handicraft Factory printed under its base?
The scam is over. The truth lies right behind this label.
You colluded with an expert to fake an antique.
Are you ready to face justice?
This is the end of the line for you. Professor Sun,
do you want me to call the factory owner right now? This vase costs 180 yuan wholesale, and he has 3,000 more sitting in his warehouse. Expert. More like a money-grubbing fraud.
Don't bother hiding it.
Reporters, there's something even better. To balance the books, Zhao Jinfa wired 500,000 yuan to expert Sun as an appraisal fee.
Listen, old son.
For this cheap piece of junk, as long as you swear it's a Qianlong Imperial kiln piece, that 500,000 yuan kickback will be wired to your account immediately. Everyone check out this breaking news! The manager of Tianya Villa colluded with a provincial expert trying to scam a customer out of 5 million yuan with a cheap knockoff. The truth is absolutely absurd and ridiculous.
He forced me to do it.
He used my past dirt to blackmail me. Mr. Li,
I'm willing to testify in court and expose him. Please let me off this once.
5 million.
In your dreams.
Zhao Jinfa, Sun Jian, you are under arrest.
Lin Yuan, I was wrong. I don't want that 5 million anymore.
Please drop the lawsuit.
Woo! I'm completely finished.
This had nothing to do with me in the first place, but you just had to force my hand. Mom, Dad, let's go home. We are never coming back to a place like this again.
This is only the first step.
Yuan. Thank goodness for you today. But Zhao Jinfa has powerful connections. We humiliated him in front of everyone today. Won't that make things difficult for us in the future?
Mr. Lin, hello. I'm Mr. Zhang, the legal advisor hired by the Wang family. I'd like to discuss a private matter with you.
Mr. Lin, the Wang family has made their stance clear from the detention center. They claim the angle of the surveillance footage is misleading and that you likely doctored it in post-production. Fighting this lawsuit will only waste everyone's time and money.
As long as you admit the surveillance footage was flawed and help them recant their statements, the Wang family is willing to compensate you handsomely in private. With this amount, you can pay to make this go away.
It's best for everyone.
Pay to make it go away.
Lawyer Zhang, as a practicing attorney, are you suborning perjury right now? Or are you openly suggesting I commit litigation fraud? Are you sure you're helping your client, not digging a deeper hole for him?
Lin Yuan,
Don't push your luck.
if that surveillance footage gets debunked, you're in for a world of hurt.
I'm doing this for your family's own good.
Since you insist on doing this, let me teach you a lesson. Scumbags like you must be weeded out.
Thinking of recanting.
I'll make sure you rot in prison even longer.
I will make sure he doesn't even get a chance to regret it.
What did you say?
He filed a verified complaint against you. My dad paid you all that money just for you to beg for mercy? Get me a better lawyer.
Yeah, was that man threatening us just now?
Dad, Mom, everything is fine now. Go get some rest.
Neighbors, come and see this. Li Yuan used his wealth to break my son's arm. Now he's driving our whole family to death.
We ordinary folks are being ruined by the Lin family. Since they won't let us leave, we'll just die right here, at their doorstep, today.
He actually dared to cause a scene at our home while out on bail.
I've lived most of my life. When have I ever been humiliated like this?
Dad, close your eyes and take deep breaths. Don't look down at them.
These people are just putting on a show to provoke us. The moment we lay a hand on them, they will countersue us for picking quarrels and provoking trouble.
Yuan,
Yan, please don't do anything rash. They're making such a big scene just to lure you down there. If we make a move, we won't be able to clear our names.
Mom, don't worry. To deal with stray dogs rolling in the mud, there's absolutely no need to get our own hands dirty.
Since they think the air out here is a bit too free.
Then today, I'll personally send them in for a long stay. I was planning to let you run loose for a few more days, but since you're so eager to throw away your last shred of safety, I'll show some mercy and grant your wish.
You finally dare to show your face. Ah!
Hit me.
Just try touching me. Without compensation and an apology, our whole family will camp right outside your door today. We'll make sure you never get a single day of peace.
The neighbors are all watching, openly gathering a crowd to stir up trouble while out on bail. Every single curse word coming out of your mouths right now
is irrefutable evidence.
Stop. All of you. You just got out on bail, and you're already causing trouble.
All of you, come back to the station with me right now.
Officer, that Li Yuan is a monster. He was the one who threatened us first. We only went to his neighborhood to demand an explanation.
As long as I claim we are the vulnerable ones, everyone will definitely side with me.
I want to press charges against him.
This kid just severely injured me at the neighborhood gate. Hurry up and arrest him! You cannot let him get away with this!
Let's see how you deny it this time.
This contains the surveillance footage from every angle of the neighborhood, including the complete recording of your family during the entire incident. Are you sure you want to keep spinning your ridiculous lies?
Is this what you call self-defense? You people have absolutely no respect for the law. You're completely lawless. Not only are you compulsive liars, you even dare to frame an innocent person.
This surveillance video must be fake. The Lins must have paid a fortune to forge it. Officer, don't believe his lies.
What is this world coming to?
How can rich people just rule the roost and bully us poor folks like this?
You actually have the nerve to claim the property's surveillance footage is fake. Your ignorance is not a get-out-of-jail-free card for doing evil. Society doesn't play by the rule of whoever is poor is right.
This is your final warning.
If you dare to cause trouble at the Lin's neighborhood again, your whole family will be locked up.
Lin Yuan, don't get cocky too soon. If I can't touch you in the real world, I will take this online.
Just you wait. Your whole family is in for it.
Rest assured, young Master Wang, this is my specialty. As long as the price is right, I can paint even the best person as a villain.
Post it. Post it across the entire internet immediately.
I want him to know what it feels like to be utterly ruined.
I'll make sure his whole family is too ashamed to show their faces.
Caesar. Young Master Wang, this is exactly what netizens love these days. Li Yuan is definitely finished this time. These heartless rich people deserve to be struck by lightning. They even dare to call the police on the victims. Come on guys, let's dox him. Expose his personal info and leak their exact address. Make it impossible for this family to live here anymore.
Shameless old bastard.
Honey, what on earth is going on?
Why do the people on the phone keep cursing at us, wishing we drop dead?
It must be those lawless scoundrels from earlier today.
What massive lies did they spread online?
They are trying to drive our entire family to our death!
Yeah. They're saying online that they'll come smash our windows. How are we supposed to live our lives from now on?
Is there no justice left in this world?
Mom, Dad, don't be afraid. These are just paid trolls they hired. The innocent have nothing to fear. Try not to go out for the next few days.
And leave everything to me.
Get out! Get out! I'm not selling anything to your family.
Oh, is this that old bully from the video who's trying to drive people to their death? Who would have thought? He usually acts so honest and decent. But behind our backs, their whole family is so black-hearted. You can know a person's fate, but not their heart.
It's not worth wasting our breath on people who don't know the truth. Let's go home first. I will bring you justice and the truth very soon. A rumor is easily spread, but refuting it takes endless effort. Since you like to gang up, then I will find everyone your family has scammed and join forces with them.
Mr. Lin, that old scammer from the Wang family, back then she told us to pool our money to buy wealth management products together. But after we invested all of our family's retirement savings,
they disappeared the very next day. That was our life-saving money.
A total of 2 million yuan.
My husband was so furious that he had a stroke on the spot and was hospitalized. He still hasn't been discharged yet. And yet their whole family still has the nerve to play the victim and act like good people online.
We reported it to the police before, but they just shirked all responsibility, claiming that it was just a failed investment, not fraud at all.
Mr. Lin, do you really have a way to help us get back
our hard-earned money that we need to keep our business running?
As long as you sign this power of attorney, I, Lin Yuan, guarantee that I will not only recover every single cent of your 2 million yuan loss, but I will also make their entire family disappear from your sight forever.
Mr. Lin, we trust you completely. As long as those scumbags get what they deserve,
we will cooperate with you in every way possible.
Mom, we have a problem.
Li Yuan actually met in private today with
the 3 old women we scammed before.
This kid is secretly gathering the victims. Once the fraud charges stick, our whole family is finished.
Lin Yuan won't budge. No matter what we try, we can't beat him head on. So we have to target that old bastard of his who has a severe heart condition.
You mean?
Once the old man collapses, the Lin family will fall apart.
Alright.
Brother Wang, the target is heading home from grocery shopping. Too many people around, hard to make a move. I'm going to wait for him to reach the abandoned alley ahead and give him a warning. Guaranteed to trigger his heart attack on the spot.
Go back and tell those 3 mad dogs. Since they are in such a hurry to die, I will be merciful and grant their wish. The structure is clear, and the evidence is irrefutable. Let's see how you deny it this time. This isn't just 2 million yuan in fraudulent transactions. It's your whole family's ticket to hard labor in prison. Every single dirty transaction is ironclad evidence of your guilt. Everything is ready. For gang fraud involving millions of yuan, a regular police mediation room can no longer contain your greed. It's time for the Economic Crime Investigation Unit to step in and give you your final curtain call.
Mr. Lin, you only reported picking quarrels and provoking trouble earlier. But if this involves a 2 million yuan gang fraud, the nature of the case changes completely.
Verify the bank records of these 3 immediately. Move fast.
Give them absolutely no breathing room.
Captain Li, it all matches up. The 3 shell company accounts under Wang Jia's name indeed received the 2 million yuan in installments. And within less than an hour after the transfers, it has been dispersed and transferred to overseas accounts with conclusive evidence. Thank you. Mr. Lin, rest assured, the official investigation has now begun. The amount involved is massive and the circumstances are severe. We will immediately place all 3 members of the Wang family under border control and apply for a compulsory summons in accordance with the law. Justice will never be absent.
Who is it?
Reading the water meter or food delivery. Can't you see I'm busy right now?
Stop knocking.
Believe it or not, I'll come out and break your leg.
We are from the Municipal Economic Crimes Investigation Unit. Please come with us to assist in our investigation.
We're finished. This time it's real. We're finished. This is an economic crimes case involving a full 2 million yuan. We'll spend the rest of our lives behind bars working sewing machines. Son, I really don't want to go to a place like that and suffer.
Lawyer,
please. You have to think of something.
We'll pay Lin Yuan back.
We'll return every single cent of the 2 million yuan as long as he drops the charges.
I'll sell everything I own if I have to.
Returning the stolen funds and offering compensation is indeed your only hope for leniency now. I will contact Mr. Lin Yuan right away to see if he's willing to reach an out-of-court settlement and sign a crucial criminal leniency agreement for you.
Mr. Lin.
The Wang family realizes their mistake. They are willing to fully refund the 2 million yuan they defrauded and offer an additional 500,000 yuan as compensation for your family's emotional distress.
Do you think we could put this matter to rest?
Every single cent of the money must first be returned to the 3 victims who suffered it. As for the so-called compensation for my family's emotional distress, I don't want a single penny, but I have an absolutely non-negotiable condition. Otherwise, it's off the table. I want their entire family on the front pages of the city's mainstream media, and on the influencer account that spread the rumors, to make a public on-camera apology. For 3 consecutive days, they must personally admit they are fraudsters, to clear the names of my parents who were victims of their cyberbullying. If they can't do this, then let the court's verdict speak for itself.
Li Yuan demands a public, on-camera apology from you.
A public, on-camera apology? And admitting to being fraudsters in public.
How will we ever show our faces to our relatives and friends again?
Li Yuan is trying to drive us to our death.
Refunding the money is already my absolute limit. That guy Lin actually wants our entire family to face social death online. He is dreaming. At worst, I'll just rot in prison for a few years. I won't refund a single cent. Li Yuan can forget about getting this money back to play the hero.
Since you can't even accept a public apology, then get ready to serve a long prison sentence of over 10 years. There's nothing more I can do.
Refusing to apologize because you're afraid of losing face? Fine. Then take your ridiculous, cheap dignity and spend the rest of your lives rotting behind bars. I will personally drag you to court and witness your empire crumble.
Young son, my heart is in my throat. I feel so uneasy.
Mom, trust me, everything will be fine.
Court is now in session. I remind both the prosecution and the defense to strictly observe court discipline.
Your Honor, my clients were merely involved in a simple financial dispute.
A misunderstanding. They posed as fake socialites on short video platforms to hunt for prey and maliciously staged collisions. Within just 3 months, they used the same method to defraud 3 middle-aged and elderly victims. Can a professional scam like this really be called a misunderstanding? Please look at this. These are the luxury packaging boxes the defendants rented long-term, and the counterfeit luxury watches bought from you. This is complete evidence of how they forged their personas.
We're finished. We're doomed.
Now the entire family is going to jail.
Although these actions stem from vanity, this only proves they are overly materialistic and vain. It cannot be used as direct evidence to define their crime.
This report clearly documents the entire process of your criminal operation.
The chain of evidence is now complete and airtight. Defense counsel, does the defense have any new substantive rebuttal evidence to submit to this court?
I plead guilty. Our whole family pleads guilty. I beg your honor for leniency. I'm still so young.
This court finds that the 3 defendants, including Wang Qiang, fabricated facts,
concealed the truth, and defrauded others of enormous sums of money. Their actions violate the law and constitute the crime of fraud.
The amount involved is exceptionally large, severely damaging the social credit system. The defendant, Wang Qiang, is hereby sentenced in accordance with the law to 7 years of imprisonment and 3 years deprivation of political rights. His son, Wang, as the mastermind, is sentenced to 10 years of imprisonment, effective immediately.
Meanwhile, they are ordered to compensate the 3 victims for their economic losses, totaling 3.2 million yuan.
7 years. 7 of the best years of my life. My youth is just gone.
Mom, why did we have to provoke Lin Yuan in the first place?
Why did we ever touch that damn vase?
Mr. Lim, I really see the error of my ways now. Please let us off the hook. Stop pushing us.
Help me. Help.
Mr. Lin, you are truly a modern-day champion of justice. Our family's life-saving money is finally secured.
Ladies, you must keep your eyes peeled when investing and managing your money in the future.
This giant weight on our family has finally been lifted. These villains have finally gotten what they deserved. And our family can finally live a peaceful life.
Mr. Lin, something big has happened. Zhao Jianfa, the manager of Tianya Villa, was just bailed out at a high price by the mysterious interest group behind him. It looks like they are preparing to strike back at us.
Lin Yuan, that beast ruined my life. If the group hadn't stepped in at the last minute to save me, I would have rotted in prison. I must make him pay this debt back double, even if it bankrupts me. I will make you regret ever being born.
Useless trash. You couldn't even handle the son of an ordinary worker. And you even dragged the villa into such a scandal. The chairman is extremely disappointed in you.
This mess must be cleaned up immediately.
We cannot leave any loose ends.
Please calm down, Mr. Li. That Lin Yuan knows a bit of law and he's highly troublesome. But I found out he runs his own company. As long as you agree to use the group's connections to squeeze his business, I'd like to see how much longer he can remain so arrogant.
There's no need to go to such trouble for an ignorant little bug like him. Have him meet me at the villa's VIP tea house. I will personally go and put him in his place to show him who really runs this city and who the real capital tycoon is.
Young people are always full of themselves, thinking a little legal knowledge allows them to challenge the power of capital. When Li Yuan arrives, keep him waiting outside for 10 minutes to take him down a notch and make him understand where he stands.
Mr. Li, what a grand show. It seems Tianya Villa invited me here today.
You didn't come here because of the previous 5 million yuan fake vase scandal to sincerely apologize to my parents, did you?
Young man, you should show mercy when you can die. This is Tianya Supreme Black Card. It has a limit of 2 million yuan. Just accept this card and drop all criminal charges, and we'll consider this matter settled. How about it?
2 million, Mr. Li. Is this hush money? Or is it to buy my life? So the executives of Tianya Villa actually use such despicable means to cover up those shady secrets.
Don't reject my goodwill. In this city, our group can crush you like an ant.
If you continue to be so stubborn,
I guarantee that neither your family nor your company will survive. You'd better think carefully about the consequences of refusing me.
Very well. Feel free to try. Let's see if your capital is truly all-powerful, or if my legal counterattack will root out the entire Tianya group. Mr. Li, those brilliant remarks of yours about death threats and intimidation just now, I've already recorded every single word of them. Are the executives of Tianya Group now determined to shield a manager who committed occupational embezzlement?
Are you even willing to defy the law yourself?
Lin, don't push your... Since you are bent on seeking death, just you wait and see.
I'll make sure you can't survive in the city for even a single day. Use all connections and means possible. Find someone to file a real name report against his company's finances and taxes. Even if they can't find any major issues, we must still make him pay a heavy price. Rest assured, Mr. Li. Once the tax audit starts, even if his accounts are clean, he will have to suspend operations for rectification. This time, I'll make sure he goes completely bankrupt and out of business.
Tax Inspection Bureau. We have received multiple real name reports suspecting your company of serious tax evasion. Would the person in charge please step forward and cooperate immediately?
I'm Lin Yuan. Our company has always operated in full compliance with the law. We will fully cooperate with the Bureau's investigation. Officers, please follow me to the finance office. All original vouchers are ready for your review. Such a cheap and childish tactic of malicious reporting. I'm afraid only a cornered fool like Zhao Jinfa could come up with this.
The young truly are formidable, Mr. Li.
Your company's books are clean beyond our expectations. We will hold the perpetrators accountable for this malicious report, as we must never discourage honest businesses.
Crisis averted.
Sorry for the scare, everyone. Today's afternoon tea for the whole company is on me. And after work, everyone go to the administration department to collect a bonus.
So one scheme failed. Li Yuan, you managed to dodge the official tax audit. But let's see how you survive our dirty tricks and backstabbing. I will personally destroy the very life of your business.
Here is the deposit.
Find a way to sneak into Li Yuan's company and steal his core client list for me. You'll get a handsome reward once it's done.
Hey, Boss Zhao. Please rest assured. When it comes to corporate espionage, I am the most professional guy in the business.
Miss, I'm the water delivery man sent by property management for the free water changing service. Could you please stamp here? I'll head right in and swap the empty bottles.
That water delivery man was acting very shifty. He kept staring at our business data. Notify security, but don't spook him. Dig up his back. Since the Shen Group is so eager to play this power, then I'll go with the flow and present you with a grand gift. I'm heading out now to meet an extremely important client. No one is allowed to enter my office for cleaning, especially that core list on my desk. If anyone touches it, I'll make sure they end up behind bars.
Take the bait already, fish.
That was way too easy. Yuan, your company's lifeblood now belongs entirely to Boss Zhao.
Oddly, Zhao Jinfa has been fired. He's at his wit's end now, so he'll definitely try to transfer his assets through underground banks and flee. Keep a close eye on his accounts. The moment you spot any large or unusual transactions, immediately trigger anti-money laundering protocols and freeze them.
Li Yuan, just you wait.
Once I transfer all the remaining money to my overseas accounts tonight, I will come back and settle this score with you sooner or later.
Here is all my cash and bank cards. Launder it into my overseas accounts as fast as possible.
I'll gladly pay double the fee. It must all be done tonight.
Mr. Lin, you predicted everything perfectly. In the early hours, his account attempted extremely frequent split transfers of large sums, which have been successfully intercepted by our system's anti-money laundering engine.
Nicely done. This classic underground bank laundering method is highly illegal. Hand over all the raw data to the Economic Crimes Investigation Unit immediately. I'll make sure he can't take a single cent with him, leaving him completely ruined like a stray dog.
The net is closing in.
They're all frozen.
Damn. Who the hell is behind this? My entire fortune is gone in the blink of an eye. Pick up the phone.
You scammers, give me back my cash.
It's all over. I'm completely ruined now. I can't even scrape together enough money to buy a plane ticket to run for my life.
His assets are completely frozen. He is now a mad dog at the end of his rope. Backed into a corner, he will definitely take a desperate gamble. He'll use a fake identity to try to escape the city. It's time to close this final door on him.
Once I have this new identity, I'll get a passport and flee the country.
Li Yuan, you'll never find me again for the rest of your life.
Mr. Shen, I predicted his final move perfectly.
Now, I'm going to completely shut the last door to his escape, leaving him with absolutely no way out.
Zhao Jinfa, are you ready to face the rest of your life? Once I get this passport today, I'll buy a ticket immediately and fly abroad to lay low. As long as I survive, I can always make a comeback. Li Yuan, I will settle this score with you later.
Officer, I want to report Zhao Jinfa under my real name. He is currently trying to use a forged ID to apply for a passport at the municipal entry-exit office and flee the country. The money involved is enormous. Please intercept him immediately. Let's see where you can run now.
Sir, the system shows a serious anomaly with your identity information. For official procedures, we need you to come with us for further verification. Please wait a moment.
No, I don't want to apply anymore. I'm not doing it.
I just remembered I left the gas on at home. I'm not applying for this stupid passport anymore.
Get the hell out of my way.
Whoever dares to stop me, I will fight to the death.
Li Yuan, you must have called the police again. You are driving me to my death.
With his passport rejected, his escape plan has completely failed. Zhao Jinfa is now like a mad dog cornered in a dead end. And right before a mad dog dies, it will definitely lash out and bite anyone to vent its rage.
Ha 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 ha. If you won't let me live, I'll make sure your whole family goes down with me.
Li Yuan, since you're such a fetus, then I'm going to show those two old bastards of yours what true terror feels like.
Zhao Jinfa is now completely backed into a corner. Knowing his personality, his next retaliation will definitely target my parents. It looks like I need to set up an inescapable trap in advance.
Boss Zhao ordered us to make it look just like a murder scene. Let's see how you old geezers are going to step out of the house tomorrow.
Look, dear. Blood. There's blood all over the floor. Did those bastards come here in the middle of the night to silence our whole family?
Don't be afraid, Mom and Dad.
This isn't blood.
It's just ordinary red paint. Zhao Jinfa is at the end of his rope. He can only resort to these kinds of dirty tricks now. I'll stay in the living room tonight to watch over you. Splashing paint once won't be enough. Knowing the arrogant nature of Zhao Jinfa's men, they'll definitely come back tomorrow to see their handiwork. And that's when they'll walk right into my trap.
Maybe we should move out and hide for a few days. They're in the shadows, and we are out in the open. When will this constant state of fear finally end?
No need to hide, Mom and Dad.
The trash has already delivered itself to our doorstep. Stay inside the house and don't move. I'll go outside and clean up the trash now.
This red paint looks awesome. Today, I'm going to paint a few more words for you.
How dare you show your faces here in broad daylight?
Last night's hidden surveillance camera caught you red-handed. Do you really think the law in this city is just for show?
Let me go! I was just paid to do a job. Lay a single finger on me and see what happens. You want to test me? I'll get dozens of my boys to block your front door every single day.
Still acting tough when you're cornered. I'll gladly oblige. Armed provocation and brawling. Go explain to the police where those boys of yours are. As for the man pulling your strings, Zhao Jinfa, he can barely save his own skin now.
Officer, I confess everything. It was Zhao Jinfa from Tianya Group. He gave me 20,000 yuan to spray the red paint and terrify those two elderly people. He was the mastermind behind all of it. I was just paid to do it.
What are you doing?
On what grounds are you arresting me? I'm just taking shelter from the rain here. I'm a law-abiding citizen. Let me go right now. I want to file a complaint!
You are suspected of inciting others to pick quarrels and provoke trouble, and attempting to flee with a forged identity. The evidence is irrefutable.
Take him away. From the moment you targeted my parents, your fate was already sealed.
Lin, don't celebrate too early! Behind me is the Tianya Group, a multi-billion-dollar enterprise. President Li and the others will never leave me to rot. I'll walk out of here in no time! And when I do, I will ruin your entire family!
Useless trash.
I can't believe Zhao Jinfa got arrested so quickly.
If he cracks under pressure and exposes all of our group's dirty secrets, we're finished.
I don't care what legal loopholes you have to use. Apply for bail pending trial or medical parole immediately. At all costs, get Zhao Jinfa out of there. As long as he keeps his mouth shut, money is no object. Mobilize all our connections to handle this immediately.
My client, Zhao Jinfa, suffers from a severe heart condition, and the current detention conditions are extremely unsuitable for his health. On behalf of Tianya Group, I formally apply for bail on medical grounds. Here are the complete medical records and the letter of guarantee.
Medical bail. When manager Zhao ordered his men to harass us, he seemed alive and kicking. Why is Tianya Group in such a rush to bail him out? Are they afraid he'll expose an even bigger conspiracy? I suggest we re-verify the authenticity of these medical records.
Trying to use the power of capital to fight back.
Since your entire corrupt clique has actively walked into this trap,
then I will follow this threat, uproot all of you, and send you straight to hell. Zhao Jinfa, the evidence chain of your money laundering and hiring thugs is now complete. This time, not even God himself can save your miserable life.
I heard Tianya is a multi-billion-dollar conglomerate. If we hand over all this evidence, can we really bring down such wealthy and powerful villains? What if they retaliate against you? I just can't help but worry.
Don't worry, Dad. As long as our evidence is solid and submitted to the authorities. Even the most massive capital is nothing but a paper tiger before the law. This time, I'm not only going to clear our family's name, but I will also make all of them pay the price they deserve. Officer, this is the complete evidence of Tianye Group executive Zhao Jingfa, occupational embezzlement and transnational money laundering. Every transaction is fully documented. I urge the authorities to investigate this thoroughly.
This evidence is very solid. It points to a massive corporate cover-up. We will immediately coordinate with the Procuratorate to launch an investigation. Such corrupt elements must be arrested immediately and show no leniency.
What did you say? The discipline inspection and economic investigation teams have already entered the building and sealed off the finance department.
How could it be so fast?
Who leaks the news? Have the security department block the stairwells immediately. Don't let them take the account books.
Mr. Li, we're finished. The joint investigation team sent from above is already in the lobby. Li Yuan turned Zhao Jingong third into ironclad, irrefutable evidence, and reported it straight to the very top. Now that the financial system has been forcibly taken over, everyone in the group is panicking. Many board members are furious and want to dismiss and investigate you.
Li Yuan actually dares to fight me to the death. Cut off all contact with Zhao Jingfa immediately. Tell the lawyer that all previously promised bail applications are cancelled. Make Zhao Jingfa take the fall for everything.
He must not implicate me or the group under any circumstances.
Counselor, what exactly did President Li say?
When will the group bail me out? My heart condition is acting up. I can't stand it here anymore. As long as I can get out, I promise to be absolutely loyal and work myself to the bone for him.
The group has been shut down for investigation. President Li asked me to pass on a message. You have been completely abandoned.
Since all the evidence points to you, you'd better fend for yourself and take the blame alone. For tomorrow's trial, you're on your own. Don't say anything you shouldn't.
Is President Li really abandoning me? Is there really no one to save me?
No, I will not go to jail alone. I will recant my confession in court.
Defendant Zhao Jinfa, you are charged with occupational embezzlement, large-scale fraud, and intentional destruction of property. Do you plead guilty? Please note that every statement you make will serve as a basis for sentencing. You may now make statements and enter your defense regarding the indictment.
The defendant is still denying the charges, but this bank statement clearly documents how you used over a dozen fake client accounts to embezzle the resort's funds over the long term, providing ironclad proof that it was all transferred to a shell company under your name. All the transfer keys were in your possession. How do you explain that?
Here is the audio recording of you attempting to hire thugs to attack my parents. Additionally, the surveillance footage of you buying a fake passport and planning your escape has been submitted to the court. In the face of such overwhelming evidence, any further denial will only lengthen your prison sentence.
No, that's not true.
The passport. I just wanted to go on vacation. That money was just a temporary loan for cash flow. It wasn't embezzlement. Your Honor, I truly realized my mistake now. I beg you.
After multiple rounds of investigation, this court finds that the charges of occupational embezzlement, assault, and commercial fraud are established. Given the severe social impact of his actions, this court now officially pronounces the verdict in accordance with the law.
The defendant, Zhao Jinhua, is sentenced to 10 years in prison for multiple offenses. He is deprived of political rights for 3 years, and all of his illegal gains and personal property shall be confiscated. Furthermore, he is ordered to pay substantial compensation for emotional distress to the victims. This judgment is a final ruling and shall be executed immediately. Any objections may be appealed in accordance with legal procedures.
My entire life is ruined!
Mr. Li, how could you be so ruthless?
Li Yuan, you ruined my life. I will haunt you even as a ghost. I'll make you regret this.
Zhao Jinhua was just the beginning. Shen Waishan, that multi-billion-dollar empire you painstakingly built. Soon, they will be completely ground to dust.
That useless Zhao Jinfa is already behind bars. All the blame must be pinned on Lin Yuan before dawn. I want his entire family thoroughly ruined and disgraced.
I refuse to believe that with my connections. I can't crush a kid with no background.
Attention PR department. The statement has been issued. Contact major platforms immediately to take down any negative trending topics about the group. Also, hire internet trolls to report and ban all of Li Yuan's accounts. Leave him absolutely no way out.
Turns out he's an extortionist. Any company run by scum like him must be a scam. Let's boycott them to the end.
What a classic corporate cover-up. Deleting posts, silencing voices, and shifting the blame. Truly masterful. Shen Waishan, do you think silencing the public allows you to hide the truth?
Mr. Ling, we have a crisis. Overnight, the internet has turned against us. They're calling us organized crime. Our 3 core clients would rather pay massive liquidated damages just to cut ties with us immediately.
Don't cry. A storm this small won't capsize my ship. Don't panic, everyone. This is just a desperate smear campaign by Tianye Group. I, Lin Yuan, have nothing to hide. I will never let you lose your livelihood. Prepare the documents immediately. I'm going to deliver a fatal counterstrike.
Well, isn't this the mother of that mob extortionist? Tianye Group has already issued a statement. Your family scammed so much money. How do you still have the nerve to live here?
Mom, I'm sorry for making you suffer. I failed to protect you. I'll handle this. Those gossips will shut their mouths very soon. Shen Waishan, target my company all you want, but touch my parents and you will pay with your life. Removing trending topics, hiring internet trolls, silencing everyone except those who favor you. Do you really think you are God? Shen Waishan, you probably forgot that I still have the recording of your executive admitting to using illegal tactics. So what if you ban the account? I will make this brutal truth echo across the entire internet. Shinjia, get ready to face the overwhelming storm that will destroy you. Did you think banning the main account would let you cover up the truth? Tonight, I will make this threatening recording spread to every corner of the web like wildfire.
Oh my god.
This is actually true. These capitalists are way too arrogant. They actually dare to threaten the whistleblower with the lives of his family. Such an unscrupulous group must be investigated until they go bankrupt. Boycott them to the end.
Mr. Lee, we're finished.
We're completely finished. They are using thousands of overseas IPs to post this. The tech department can't block them fast enough. The entire internet is forwarding your recording now. Public opinion has completely exploded.
Useless.
What am I paying you all for?
Contact the platform's executives immediately, no matter how much it costs. Delete every single post with that recording. Not one is to be left.
If I still see it tomorrow morning, you are all fired.
Look, dear, the netizens are all helping us. Yuer has exposed the true faces of those bad guys. Now we finally don't have to hide at home, too afraid to go out. Justice has finally prevailed. Mom.
I told you the truth will never be buried by capital. Public opinion has completely reversed it. Every step of Tian'an Group's retreat has been within my calculations. Next, it's their turn to experience what true fear feels like. Shimanshan, this is just the appetizer. I will make your market value go up in smoke along with your reputation.
This company is just terrible. I used to think they were a big deal, but now I see they are rotten to the core. Guys, we must unite and boycott all of Tian'an's project and kick this company out of the market.
No matter what they do, this wave of public outrage cannot be stopped. Lin Yuan, you actually dare to blow this wide open without even giving us a warning.
If our stock price hits the daily limit down tomorrow because of this,
the chairman will absolutely skin me alive and make sure there's nothing left of me.
Go.
At all costs, wipe out every single negative post online.
Hire some hackers to break into Lin Yuan's personal computer.
We must find his weakness.
Since the law and public opinion can't touch you,
I will use the most primitive methods to utterly destroy you.
That was a close call.
We spent millions, but we finally cleared out all the main posts on the major platforms. Let's see what else Lin Yuan can do to make a splash.
Well done. Lin Yuan is just a poor kid with no background after all. So what if he has those recordings? Against absolute capital and platform control, he doesn't even have the right to speak. That's how the real world works.
Shen Wanshan.
This is just the beginning of the numbers game. Every hour, I will automatically release a new batch of solid evidence. Let's see how much money your group has to burn.
Manager! Manager!
How is this possible? How are they back up again?
They're all automatically posted by new overseas accounts, and the buzz is even higher than before. Wake up everyone in the tech department! We must block them no matter what!
Otherwise, we are all doomed.
No matter what underhanded methods we use,
it's the platforms to block his original IP once and for all. We absolutely cannot let these scandals spread before dawn. If we can't contain them,
you better bring me your heads.
Tian'an Group is definitely feeling guilty. They're actually deleting posts and silencing critics in broad daylight.
The power of capital is just terrifying.
Everyone, quickly save this evidence to your cloud drives. We must never let this corrupt corporation get away with this. We need to help Li Yuan share the truth.
guys, look, this is the ugly face of capital. Since Tian'an Group wants to cover up the truth, we must share this as much as possible. We must keep this trending. We ordinary folks can't let honest people get bullied.
We can't delete them anymore. Public outrage at this scale has gone viral across the entire internet. Tian'an Group has truly messed with the wrong person this time.
Trying to silence the public is like trying to dam a river. This is the price you pay for your arrogance. Get rid. Step 2. The operation to close the net officially begins.
Shut it down! Shut down the comment sections of all official accounts immediately! This is completely out of control! These netizens have gone absolutely crazy!
Tian'an Resort is a complete hellhole. Back then, for just an ordinary meal, they extorted 100,000 yuan from me, forcing my whole family into debt.
Today, I must expose this shady business.
Not only did they overcharge me, but they also locked me in the room and wouldn't let me leave. They forced me to sign high-priced service bills.
When the wall starts to collapse, everyone gives it a push. This is karma for your years of wrongdoing. Shenjia, this is exactly what you deserve.
The stock has hit the limit down. It hit the limit down instantly at the opening bell with zero trading volume. Billions of market value evaporated completely in less than a minute.
Cheer. If they find out, my head will really roll. Apologize.
Stop hitting me! I didn't know it would turn out like this. These retail investors have gone mad. They're all panic selling our stock. We can't prop up the stock price at all.
Karma has finally caught up with this shady company.
The stock of a company like this is worth less than waste paper. Listen to me, everyone. Liquidate your shares now.
Sell everything! Don't leave a single penny in this garbage heap!
Mr. Lin, look at this. Tian'an Group's stock is crashing across the board. No institutional investor dares to step in and save them. They're completely ruined this time. This is so satisfying.
Who is this? If this is more useless nonsense from the PR department, I don't have time to play these childish games with you. The head of the Shen family is finally showing his true colors.
You useless waste of space! Good for nothing but ruining my plans. Billions of dollars gone just like that! Can you pay me back with your life?
The stock hit the daily limit down as soon as the market opened.
Billions in hard cash have just evaporated. Those useless idiots in the PR department get paid so much money, and they can't even put out a tiny fire like this?
Chairman, this is bad. That audio recording has gone viral across the internet. People are even starting to report our past projects under their real names. Our brand image has hit rock bottom.
You're all a bunch of useless freeloaders. Get out! Tell the finance department to prepare all available funds immediately.
Get ready to prop up the stock price. We cannot let it stay limit down. Now get out!
Lin Yuan, a young kid with no background actually used a few edited recordings to push me into a corner. Since you're looking for trouble, then don't blame me, Shen Wanshan, for stepping in to deal with you personally.
Shen Wanshan. At a time like this, they must be losing their patience.
Mr. Lin, they will definitely use their funds to prop up the market. Should we keep pressing our attack?
No rush. Let's wait for the big fish to surface on its own. Tianya Group is only putting up a brave front right now.
Since you refuse to be swayed by soft or hard tactics, I'll personally meet with you. Let's see if a youngster like you can withstand my methods.
Shen Wanshan, have you finally lost your patience? Looks like the fire is hot enough. The head of the Shen family is finally showing his face. Who is this?
This is Shen Wanshan. Young man, have you had enough of this nonsense? Don't think winning a few minor rounds means you can turn things upside down. Bring your terms and come meet me. Let's settle this account face to face.
Everyone, stay on high alert in a moment. This kid is extremely tough to crack. Today, we're not just here to talk business. We must completely crush him with our presence and let him know who really owns this city.
Chairman Shen, choosing to meet in such a secluded place today. You truly have a refined taste. It seems you've prepared quite a few surprises.
Young man, I advise you not to be too arrogant. After all, the underlying logic of how this world operates is dictated by capital.
Speak.
How much money will it take for you to destroy those recordings and back off completely?
Chairman Shen, you must have misunderstood something. I didn't lower myself to come here today just to beg. Instead, I came to inform you in person. Please get ready to face the law, the most comprehensive trial for you and the Tianya Group. There is absolutely no room for negotiation.
Don't push your luck. Here is 10 million. As long as you delete the posts and apologize right now. This money is yours. Take it and get out of here right now. Otherwise, I will make sure you can't survive in Sioux City.
10 million.
Chairman Shen,
do you have some kind of misunderstanding about current prices? Or do you think the sins of your multi-billion-dollar group
are only worth this pile of scrap paper?
Are you treating me like a beggar?
You better keep this dirty money to hire for yourself and your executives. The best defense attorneys in Sioux City.
You really choose to do this the hard way.
Since you have a death wish, I will mobilize all my resources tomorrow to make sure your whole family learns what it means to lose everything. In the face of capital, your so-called legal justice doesn't mean shit.
Thinking of making a move. Even if this is your private territory, if even a single hair on my head is harmed today, an automated timer program will instantly send the videos of Tianya Group's mafia activities to the provincial police department. Go ahead and try. Shen Wanshan, the death knell of your multi-billion-dollar empire has already begun to toll.
A 50 million yuan claim for reputational damage.
I am going to bankrupt him.
Within today, use our connections in the court
to completely freeze all of his personal and company accounts.
Don't worry, Chairman. We've already laid the groundwork at the court. As soon as the lawsuit is filed, the asset preservation process will be initiated immediately. Lin Yuan will find out tonight that he can't even afford a bottle of water. A young guy with no background like him will easily crack under this kind of desperate situation.
Mr. Lin Yuan, this is a summons for Tianya Group's lawsuit against you for reputational infringement and commercial defamation. With a total claim of 50 million, the court has approved pre-litigation asset preservation, and all of your assets are now subject to a mandatory freeze.
Mr. Li.
Mr. Li, we have a crisis. The bank just sent over a dozen urgent notices stating that all personal bank cards under your name, our corporate accounts, and all operating cash flows have been frozen by the court. Our entire business has come to a standstill because we can't make payments. We can't even distribute the employees' lunch allowances.
This is just a classic tactic to force a surrender. By cutting off our cash, they want to induce existential panic in me. These freezes are just temporary. As long as we win the upcoming lawsuit, everything will be unfrozen automatically. The more tricks Shen Wanshan plays, the more it shows he's out of options.
Alright, boss. Fill it up with 95 octane, right? That will be 480 yuan. This is a really nice car. I can tell you're a big boss. I'll swipe your card. It'll just take a moment. Sir, is there something wrong with your card? The machine keeps saying the account is frozen and the transaction was declined. Could you try another card? We don't allow tabs here. If the card doesn't go through, I can't let you fill up.
Shen Wanshan, you certainly move fast. To think you'd even freeze my gas money. Do you really think such childish tactics can force me to surrender? The card might be demagnetized. I'll pay with cash. Keep the change. Consider it a tip. Please hurry. I have urgent matters to handle back in the city. Shen Wanshan, do you think freezing my assets is enough to choke me? This lawsuit will show you what it truly means to play with fire and get burned. Let's settle this in court.
50 million yuan.
Our
family hasn't seen that much money in 3 generations. They are trying to drive our family to ruin.
Yuan, I'm begging you.
Let's just let it go. We can't fight those powerful bosses. Hurry and apologize to Chairman Shen. Just swallow your pride.
I really don't want to see you go to jail. Can't we just sell the house?
Mama.
Swallowing our pride won't solve this. Shen Wanshan is committing extortion under the guise of defending his right. If we back down now, they'll tear us apart like hungry wolves. Dad, trust me. The more desperate Shen Wanshan is to crush us with a 50 million yuan lawsuit and frozen account, the more it proves he is secretly terrified of me. He is right.
Yuan, Dad trusts you. As long as you believe you're doing the right thing, go ahead and do it without hesitation. Worst case scenario, your mother and I will just go back to the countryside and farm. But we will not take this abuse from the rich. We must stand tall and live with dignity.
As long as I can prove during the trial that all of Shen Wanshan's accusations are baseless, these lawsuits will become nothing but scrap paper. But right now, I'm still missing a fatal breakthrough. A man like Shen Wanshan is always meticulous. To completely bring down a top tycoon like him, the only crack we can pry open is the one taking the fall for him in prison, Zhao Jinfa, who could be silenced at any moment. Old friend, do me a favor. Pass a message to Zhao Jinfa in the detention center. Tell him that Shen Wanshan has not only abandoned all rescue plans, but he plans to pin the entire money laundering blame solely on him, so he can at least die knowing the truth. It's every man for himself. Zhao Jinfa, once you realize you've been completely abandoned as a pawn, your desperate urge to survive and hunger for revenge will be my sharpest weapon to send Shen Wanshan to the guillotine.
The day of the trial has arrived.
Shen Wanshan, this 50 million yuan lawsuit, I will personally turn it into your death warrant.
Your Honor, the defendant, Lin Yuan, maliciously spread false evidence, causing devastating damage to my client's reputation, which directly wiped out billions in market value. The 50 million compensation is only our minimum demand. He must be severely punished.
Reputational damage. Chairman Shen, you seem to have confused cause and effect. The new evidence I brought today will show you the true meaning of ironclad evidence.
I confess. Shen Wanshan personally ordered me to launder all that money. He wanted me to take the fall and die for him.
No way. I have a secret recording of him giving the order. I want to cooperate and redeem myself.
Shen Wanshan, since you showed no mercy, don't blame me for stabbing you in the back if I'm spending the rest of my life in prison. You won't stay out here and get off scot-free either. I'm dragging the entire Tianya group down to hell with me! None of us are surviving this—
Your Honor. This was just rushed from the detention center by the Economic Crimes Investigation Department, containing key confession details and original audiovisual evidence. It concerns the core facts of this case. We request the court to accept and verify it immediately.
This new evidence submitted by the defense carries immense weight. This evidence exposes the dark secrets of the plaintiff's senior executives suspected of serious economic crimes. The court permits the playback and cross-examination of this evidence.
Chairman Shen, you probably didn't expect this, did you?
Your most trusted frontman, Zhao Jingfeng, in order to earn a sentence reduction in prison, has fully confessed to all the money laundering crimes you personally ordered him to commit. Do you still insist on that so-called 50 million in reputation damages? Did your reputation ever actually exist?
Nonsense. This is pure slander.
Your Honor, you cannot believe the ravings of a convicted felon who would do anything to save his own skin.
This recording must have been forged by Lin Yuan.
Make sure you cover your tracks completely.
If anything goes wrong, I will make sure you are protected.
This is absolutely impossible.
How did he dare to secretly record this in my private office?
Zhao Jinhua, you traitorous bastard.
Order.
We now invite the court-appointed independent technical expert to the stand who present the final authoritative verification on the authenticity of this audio and whether there are any signs of editing or tampering. Your Honor, following voice print comparison and frequency analysis using professional forensic software, we found no signs of editing, splicing, or AI synthesis in this audio. The evidence is authentic and valid.
Our side reserves our position on this evidence. We request a 10-minute recess.
The evidence is irrefutable.
Shen Wanshan,
I formally request the court to immediately dismiss all of your groundless claims.
This court hereby rules to dismiss all of Shen Wanyan's claims.
We also order the immediate lifting of all asset freezes on Lin Yuan's personal and corporate bank accounts, effective immediately.
Shen Wanshan, you are so weak and fragile before me.
You little punk.
You little punk. You really dare to push me to the edge. But this is just the beginning. Just you wait.
Soon, you'll learn what living hell really means.
Yuan, you brought this on yourself.
Hire a few reliable hitmen and map out his route home. Ambush him on that riverside road he always takes. Make sure he dies there. Stage a flawless pile-up car crash and make sure it's clean.
Don't worry, Chairman. Everything will be handled flawlessly.
After losing the lawsuit, Shen Wanshan was completely disgraced. With his vengeful and vindictive nature, he'll definitely get desperate and play some dirty tricks. I must be extremely careful.
Here they come.
I get paid to do the job. One step on the gas, and I'll send you off the cliff.
And that 1 million payout is mine.
Something's wrong. The heavy vehicle shouldn't be parked on such a remote road. So they couldn't wait any longer. Shen Wanshan, trying to stage an accident using the blind spots of the road. You really underestimate.
Damn it. What the hell? Does this kid have eyes in the back of his head? How could he dodge a fatal crash at this distance?
Since you've handed me this evidence on a silver platter, I'll gladly take it.
Cousin missed. The kid is as quick as a rat and got away.
Hurry and explain this to the chairman. This is definitely not my fault. The terrain was too tricky.
You have to pay me more if you want me to risk it a second time.
Shen Wanshan, this attempt of yours to silence me, it will only become ironclad evidence that hastens your ruin.
Useless fools. I spent so much money feeding a bunch of useless freeloaders like you. And you can't even stage a simple car crash or accident properly.
Since he's still alive, the ones dying next might be you.
Please calm down, Chairman. Just give me one last chance. I've already set up our backup plan. This time, nothing will go wrong.
An old fox like Shen Wantian would never leave any trace of contacting a hitman directly. Sure enough, they are related. This kind of covert transfer of illicit benefits to avoid suspicion, Shen Wanshan really calculated every detail. Shen Wanshan wants to use his driver's distant relative as a proxy to commit the murder.
Cousin, working for Chairman Shen is indeed the fastest way to make money. Don't worry. Tonight, when his car is parked, I'll finish that kid off by tampering with his car. He won't survive this.
No more stupid car crashes this time. Tonight, go to his underground garage
and loosen all 5 bolts on his front left wheel as soon as he gets on the highway tomorrow and hits 80 miles per hour.
The wheel will fly off, the car will crash, and he'll die. Not even God can save him.
Tampering with the wheels to make it look like an accidental blowout. Shen Wanshan, the murder methods of you snakes are way too outdated and laughable. Do you really think my background as a special forces instructor is just for show?
Every debt has its debtor. If you want to blame anyone, blame yourself for crossing the wrong person. Brother, I'm just getting paid to do a job and send you to your grave.
Done.
As long as he speeds up tomorrow, this wheel will definitely fly off right then and there. Guaranteed to leave you dead as a doornail.
Once the news of Lin Yuan's fatal car crash breaks tomorrow,
Then I'll get the remaining 500,000 yuan of the final payment.
Shen Wanshan, this is the death warrant you personally handed to me. All the evidence has been gathered. Tomorrow morning will be the moment you vipers are completely wiped out. The fool Shen Wanshan said, even the trap is set up so crude. All 5 bolts are completely loose. If I get on the highway without noticing, it would indeed lead to a gruesome death. Shen Wanshan, you really went to great lengths just to kill me. These details are ironclad evidence of hired murder. Shen Wanshan, you probably never expected that I would fix this accident on the spot and send you a big gift in return.
Judging by the time, that kid should be on the highway by now. As soon as the wheel flies off, he'll have to go to hell to pay for my loss.
Why isn't he here yet?
The surveillance clearly showed him leaving. As long as he drives over this hill, I'll get my 500,000 yuan.
This is absolutely impossible.
I clearly loosened all the bolts. How could it be completely fine?
Li Daqiao, this video of Shen Wanshan hiring a hitman, along with photos caught on site, is enough to keep you both in prison until the day you die.
It failed again? Lin Yuan, are you a man or a ghost?
Why do you always manage to escape these deadly traps?
This is ironclad evidence of Shen Wanshan hiring a hitman to murder me. Shen Wanshan, let's see who you're going to get to take the fall for you this time. The net of justice has closed.
The evidence is irrefutable, and the nature of the crime is egregious. Send a task force to Tianya Group immediately, and bring Shen Wanshan in for criminal summons according to the law.
Officers, thank you for your hard work. I am a law-abiding businessman from Sucheng, and I will fully cooperate with your investigation. Shall we go?
Officer, I really knew nothing about hiring a hitman to commit murder. It must have been done by my subordinates on their own. It has absolutely nothing to do with me.
Stop asking.
I did this all on my own. Chairman Shen knew nothing about it. I planned the whole thing and funded it myself. I plead guilty and accept the punishment.
I just couldn't stand how arrogant Lin Yuan was online.
So I secretly paid some thugs to go after him. I am guilty. I accept the punishment. Please stop asking. I am willing to take full responsibility.
Chairman Shen, this is the most I can do for you.
Shen Wanshan, that old fox, is extremely meticulous. He paid his assistant a fortune beforehand to take the fall. Now that the chain of evidence stops at the assistant, we can only detain him for now.
Shen Wanshan resorted to cutting off his tail to survive, pushing someone else to take the blame. This only proves he is absolutely panicking inside. He won't be able to hide his true colors for long. The police can now keep him under surveillance 24/7.
Kid, you want to use the police to take me down? You're still too green.
As long as I am alive.
I'll make sure you and your family never get a moment of peace.
You won't get away with this cheap scapegoat tactic much longer. The more you panic, the more mistakes you'll make. Your multi-billion-dollar empire is about to collapse.
Damn it.
They're watching my every move now. I must go to the suburbs overnight to retrieve the ledger containing all the money laundering records and move it.
Don't worry, Chairman. I'll make sure tonight goes flawlessly. I will transfer the ledger to the private club in the east of the city right away.
Shen Wanshan is scrambling to transfer his core assets. Tonight his guard will be down, leaving him the most vulnerable. This is my golden opportunity to secure the killer evidence.
Taking detours to shake off tails.
It seems whatever is in that car is lethal enough to bring down Tanya Group for good.
Chairman Shen, you're still too naive. The police will never find this hidden spot. Once the ledger is locked inside this high-security safe, no one in the world will ever get their hands on the evidence against Chairman Shen.
A high-end private club in the East District. Security here is extremely tight. Forcing my way in tonight will only alert them, and they might even destroy the evidence. Before they suspect anything, I must photograph the exact location and model of the safe. Shen Wanshan, did you think hiding it here made you safe? You've outsmarted yourself. You just handed me the weapon yourself. Shen Wanshan, it's time you paid for the crimes you've committed over the years. Tomorrow morning will mark the beginning of your empire's collapse. The net is fully cast, Shen Wanshan. Once I send this anonymous tip, you, the rat lurking in the shadows committing crimes, will be finished. I've sent you the address and the safe's model, officers of the Economic Crimes Investigation Department. Now it's time for your swift action.
This is a highly detailed tip. It even includes the safe's model. Report this to the chief immediately and apply for a cross-jurisdictional search warrant for this private club.
Don't worry.
We've trailed him for so long.
Today, we finally... What did you say?
Economic Investigation has approved a search warrant for the club. How is this possible? Which damn mole leaked the news?
Quick! Take some men and head over there overnight. At all costs. You must take all the ledgers from the safe and shred them in a heavy-duty paper shredder.
Remember, not a single scrap of paper must be left behind.
We're running out of time. If you can't get the passcode, just pry the safe open by force. If those ledgers aren't shredded tonight, we're all going to prison. The chairman is losing his mind.
Plays right into my hands. Shen Wanshan, in your panic, you're ruining your own game, sending your own men to deliver ironclad proof of destroying evidence.
Damn it.
Get it open. Hurry up, all of you.
Go ahead and destroy the evidence. It will only serve as the perfect proof to send you and your master to prison. Shen Wanshan, this self-destructive farce of yours, I'll make sure it's recorded crystal clear.
We have to move faster. If the police trap us in this room, we'll be completely done for.
Finally got it.
Mr. Shen said as long as these things are shredded to pieces,
You'll never uncover the tens of billions in secrets we're hiding.
Yes! Shredded all to pieces. All this incriminating evidence will go up in smoke today. No one can save Lin Yuan now.
Move it.
Team 1, immediately seal all exits. Do not let a single soul escape.
Team 2, follow me to breach the secret room on the second floor and make the arrest. If you meet resistance, you are authorized to use force.
Don't move. Head down, hands on your head, or face the consequences.
Freeze! Put your hands up or I'll shoot. although most of it was shredded. The salvaged half of the ledger is extremely clear, especially Shen Wanshan's signature, which is perfectly intact.
He was caught red-handed destroying evidence of major financial crime. Let's see what excuses Shen Wanshan has left this time.
Your Tianya Group's $10 billion empire of dirty money crumbles today.
With the culprit and the loot secured, the chain of evidence is complete. What is going on? Even if you grew wings, you could never escape the net of justice this time.
We need to be fast and meticulous. Every scrap of paper could hold the key to Shen Wangshan's money laundering. We mustn't miss a single detail.
What we piece together is beyond imagination. It's enough to keep Shen Wanshan behind bars for the rest of his life. We just need one final verification.
We cannot let him escape.
Contact the authorities immediately and issue a formal exit restriction order against Shen Wanshan.
Shen Wanshan's name has been blacklisted and the system will block him automatically. All of his travel documents have been revoked remotely. He cannot take a single step out of Sioux City now.
How on earth did the news leak from the club?
Those useless fools couldn't even destroy a ledger properly. Contact our contact at the docks immediately. I must leave for overseas tonight.
Lin Yuan, you little brat with no backing. How dare you push me into a corner like this?
Chairman, it's too late. The border control order is already in effect. The legal department just reported that all of your accounts and travel documents have been frozen. We can't get out.
An exit ban. If they think I'll go down without a fight, they are dreaming.
Notify everyone at tomorrow's shareholders meeting. Without my say-so, nobody touches a single hair of the Tianya Group.
As long as I still hold the shares, I haven't lost everything yet.
Tomorrow's shareholders meeting is his last sanctuary, and the only place he will dare to show his face. We've decided to make our move there. We'll arrest him formally right in front of all the shareholders.
I still have one last shot at a comeback. Just you wait and see.
The game isn't over yet.
Here's the deposit. I just want Lin Yuan to disappear. If you stop him from entering the building tomorrow, I'll double the rest.
Lin Yuan, since you won't leave me a way out, I'll drag you to hell with me. Let's see who survives.
The target is upstairs. Move fast. Make it look like a home invasion. Do not leave any trace linking back to the Shens.
Shen Wanshan, you really only know how to play dirty. Looks like you've truly run out of options.
I've been waiting for you.
You think you guys can take me down? Go back and tell Shen Wanshan. I will come for his head tomorrow, right on time. Captain Li, come pick them up at my place. The thugs sent by Shen Wanshan have been captured.
Shen Wanshan has completely lost his mind.
Lin Yuan,
You did a fantastic job this time. We've got all the evidence now. Catching the thugs was only the first step. The real battle will be in the conference hall tomorrow morning.
Shen Wanshan,
I hope your heart is strong enough.
the evidence is solid.
We can't let him flee before the shareholders meeting.
Lin Yuan,
go home and get some rest. We'll handle the rest.
How much did Shen Wanshan pay you?
Speak.
Plus your criminal history.
Don't even think about getting out in this lifetime. Confessing now will count as a service.
I'll talk.
Chairman Shen ordered me to make it look like an accident.
Record all of this.
Shen Wanshan's last fig leaf has now been completely ripped away.
We are completely finished. How could they all have fallen? Is there really no place left for me in Sioux City?
I don't believe this.
Shen Wanshan, will not lose. I still have a chance. As long as I stabilize the situation at the shareholders meeting, I can get away.
He will definitely go to the meeting to make one last desperate gamble. We'll play along with him at his peak.
And perform the final act of the play, Shen Wanshan. The failed assassination attempt is your swan song. Today, I will personally reduce you to a pile of ruins.
Yuan, Mom and Dad know you have big things to do, but you must stay safe. The whole family is waiting to have a reunion dinner with you. Don't worry. This will all be resolved today. All the preparations are now complete. Next, we just need to execute the final legal judgment.
Destination Tianya Building. Let's move.
Shen Wanshan, I've come to collect the debt.
All of Shen Wanshan's personal accounts and the group's reserve funds have been frozen. From now on, every single cent going in or out must be signed off by me. You have been officially taken over.
Over the years,
Shen Wanshan siphoned off 30 billion yuan through fake accounts. As for you accountants, are you ready to face the judgment of the law?
Shen Wanshan has no way out now. Do you want to spend the rest of your life in prison with him, or hand over the second set of books from the secret safe now to earn a reduced sentence?
I'll talk. I'll tell you everything. The books are in a secret compartment in Chairman Shen's office.
President Wang, Shen Wanshan misappropriated the credit fund. The evidence of your money laundering has already been sent to the disciplinary committee. Do you want to resign now to cooperate with the investigation, or wait to be arrested on the spot?
With Shen Wanshan's last cash flow completely drained, his expansion plan tomorrow becomes a total fraudulent joke. Now, the stocks he holds are worth less than waste paper.
Where is the promised rescue fund?
Shen Wanshan, you fraud! We will report you! Give us back our hard-earned money!
Shen Wanshan, how does it feel to be deserted by everyone? Is this the foundation of your $10 billion empire?
Put it down.
Yuan, you bandit! This is my private property! You have no right to take it!
Your empire is already bankrupt. These are all ill-gotten gains. They belong to the state.
With Shen Wanshan's bank loans cut off and his accounts frozen and his backer in prison, at tomorrow's shareholders meeting, how do you plan to cover up your $10 billion lie? I suggest you keep some hard pills handy tonight. Otherwise, you might not even make it through the opening tomorrow.
Besides, I've seen how tired you've been lately. As long as our family is safe and sound, that's better than anything else.
Don't worry, Mom and Dad.
The last of the darkness will clear up tomorrow for everything the Shen family owes us. I will make them pay tenfold.
Chairman Shen, the stock hit the limit down again at market open. All my life savings are gone. You must give us an explanation. Otherwise, no one is leaving this room today.
Shut up. All of you, shut up.
This minor setback is nothing.
I still have overseas funding. I still have one last trump card. At tomorrow's shareholders meeting, I will announce a new partner. If anyone dares to stir up trouble again, I'll fire them on the spot.
Chairman Shen, your so-called overseas partner was captured on the high seas 3 minutes ago. He can't even save himself now. Are you sure he can bail you out of this mess?
That old bastard Shen Wanshan lied to us! He wants us to take the fall for him! Look, everyone, Tianya Group has been completely hollowed out. Let's rush to the finance department and grab anything of value to cover our losses.
What a tragedy!
30 years of my hard work, ruined by a mere kid.
Liu, do you really have to drive us to ruin?
What deep grudge does the Shen family have against you?
Shen Wanshan might commit suicide or desperately fight back. All tactical units, close in on the Tianya building immediately. Remember, I want him alive to face the judgment of the law.
We cannot let him take the easy way out.
Yuan is going to accomplish something big tomorrow. We must guard our home well and keep him from getting distracted.
I'm just worried that old man Shen will do something desperate. Dear, don't you think we should go to the scene tomorrow as well? In case anyone tries to bully Yuan, I can stand up for him.
I refuse to accept this. My fate is in my own hands. Yuan, even if I die tomorrow, I'll drag you down with me in front of the whole world.
The net will close during the shareholders meeting at the peak of Shen Wanshan's speech.
Justice is not a dinner party. Justice is the final verdict that strips away all hypocrisy. Move out.
I must stay calm, as long as I don't give anything away, and declare those investigations to be completely baseless. These shareholders will still stand by me.
Quiet, please, shareholders. The rumors online have severely disrupted our operations. Today, I will personally debunk them.
The so-called exit restrictions, the so-called money laundering investigations
are all malicious slander against Tianya Group.
I have reached a full resolution with the relevant authorities. Our capital chain remains rock solid. Whoever dares to spread rumors
will be deemed an enemy of this group.
Could it really just be a rumor, looking at how confident Shen Wanshan is? He doesn't look like someone who's about to go to jail. Maybe we should wait and see.
I officially declare that Ye Group has completely survived this crisis. In the next 3 months, we will launch a global expansion plan worth tens of billions.
Follow me, and everyone will continue to make a fortune.
Shen Wanshan, the lies of a villain like you should come to a complete end today.
Shen Wanshan, stop bluffing.
You dare to show up here?
Security! Get him out of here now!
It's all over.
Security? Let's see who dares to make a move. Anyone who moves will be deemed an accomplice in resisting the law.
Shen Wanshan,
You have committed countless crimes. You are now being summoned in accordance with the law.
Shen Wanshan,
According to the account books we secured, your tax evasion amounts to billions of yuan. I am now officially notifying you. The relevant authorities will lawfully freeze all real estate under Tianya Group and your personal name, as well as your bank accounts, indefinitely. From this moment on, you lose all control over your capital.
This is impossible.
This is absolutely impossible.
Mr. Lin Yuan.
Please spare me. I don't want any of that money anymore. I'll compensate you for everything, including all my shares.
When you abused your power to bully my parents, did you ever think this day would come? Justice may be delayed, but will never be absent for a scumbag like you. Shen Wanshan, your 10 billion yuan fine is now just a worthless piece of paper.
Shen Wanshan.
Stop putting up a futile fight. You have no privileges here.
Take him away. My heart peels. My heart is giving out. I need to use the bathroom.
Captain Lee, let him go.
Since he wants to go out with dignity, let's grant him that. It's not like he can escape anyway.
Li Yuan, you are still too naive. Did you really think I'd just sit here and wait for my demise? Once I enter the secret passage, you can just wait to collect my corpse.
Binge, hurry up. I can't hold it in much longer. I'm getting old. I can't handle this kind of stress. I'm going to throw up.
Yuan, do you think you can trap me? In your dreams. Once I flee to the sea from here, you will never see me again.
Shoot, as long as I escape through the back mountain, I can start over with a clean slate.
Lin Yuan, you never expected this, did you?
Heaven will not destroy me, Shen Wanshan. Sooner or later, I'll come back to settle this score and take your life.
How did you get here?
This is my private secret passage. Even Zhao Jinfa doesn't know about it. Are you really a demon?
From the moment I got the blueprints of this villa, all of your escape route had already been completely sealed off by me. This is what you call a dimensionality reduction strike. A relic of the old era like you stands no chance. I don't believe it. I've run this place for 30 years. I will never lose to a young punk like you.
You want me in prison? At worst, we go down together today.
Even if I die, I'm taking you down with me.
Back off!
All of you, get the hell back.
Anyone who gets in my way dies right here.
Li Yuan, you did this to me.
Without you, I'd still be Su Cheng's all-powerful chairman. You destroyed the empire I built over 30 years.
If you want me dead, we're going to hell together.
Why isn't he afraid?
Is he truly not afraid?
Don't come any closer! Nobody move! Police, back off! Or I'll slit his throat right now! I'm going to prison anyway. Taking him with me is a win.
Shen Wanshan, drop your weapon immediately. Taking hostages is a dead end. You cannot escape the law. You are throwing your own life away. Cooperating is your only way out. Don't make things worse.
Chairman Shen, does an old man like you even have the strength left? Your 10 billion yuan dream has shattered. Even your hands are shaking now.
Shut up. Who the hell do you think you are to talk to me?
Do you think I don't have the guts? I, Shen Wanshan, have ruled the underworld for years. I've seen it all.
So what if I get sentenced?
If I can drag you down with me, it's all worth it.
Chairman Chen, you better think this through. If you actually make that cut, your 10 billion yuan empire will instantly be reduced to a liquidation order. Are you really ready to drag your entire family down to ruin with me? I'm willing to bet that you don't have the guts.
What do you actually want? Why must you drive me to a corner?
Shen Wanshan, you need to understand the situation you're in. You're not threatening me. I'm giving you one last chance to survive with dignity. Your empire has collapsed. The knife in your hand will only make you die faster. It is utterly useless.
So this is the so-called billionaire tycoon, behaving so disgracefully before the law. If you touch a single hair on my head today, your charges will instantly escalate from economic crime to attempted murder. Shen Wanshan, are you sure you want to trade the pathetic remainder of your life for a fleeting, meaningless moment of venting your anger? Think of your descendants still seeking refuge overseas. Don't bring shame upon them. Kill me, and the Shen family will be completely wiped out in Sioux City. All your assets will be confiscated by the state, and because of your foolishness, your children will be branded as descendants of a murderer, unable to hold their heads up for the rest of their lives. Have you really thought about how you're going to clean up this mess?
It's over.
It's truly completely over.
The primary suspect, Shen Wanshan, has been arrested. Take him back to the station immediately and place him under close watch. All units, evacuate the scene as planned.
Justice may be delayed,
but it will never be denied. Anyone who attempts to use capital to challenge the boundaries of the law will find their ending written by their own greed in the verdict. The era of Shen Wanshan is over.
30 years of effort. Shattered over a 5 million yuan vase. All gone just like that.
I felt no ecstasy of revenge in my heart. All I cared about was that my once humiliated parents could finally sleep in peace. From now on, this villa will no longer belong to the Shen family.
Easy! This old man has a bad heart. This is police brutality! I'm going to complain to my legal team! You have no regard for human life. How much is Li Yuan paying you to screw me over like this?
Li Yuan, don't get too smug. Even if I go to jail, I'm taking you down with me.
You will regret this.
Shen Wanshan. As for regret, you can savor it slowly in your cold prison cell. The reckoning of justice won't stop just because of your empty threats. Your fate is sealed.
What are you looking at? Haven't you ever seen someone hit rock bottom? Captain Lee, I have a heart condition. I need to see a doctor immediately. My chest hurts terribly. You can't abuse the elderly.
My heart really hurts.
I know nothing. I need to go to the hospital. You're playing with my life. I want to see my legal team.
As long as I can get out of here and get to the hospital, I'll have a chance to use my unfrozen accounts to buy a way out.
He's deliberately stalling for time, trying to use medical parole as a window to transfer his remaining core shares. Captain Lee, ignore his groans. Show him the photos of the airport interceptions directly. Shatter his delusions.
They've all been arrested.
Even they are finished. It really is all over this time. The Shen family is completely ruined.
Shen Wanshan, the dragnet of the law has tightened, leaving no escape. You will never walk past those high prison walls again. This is the ultimate price you pay for flouting the law and framing the weak.
I'll confess.
I'll confess to everything.
Please, let me go to the hospital to get the heart stent first.
My heart is literally jumping out of my chest. I don't want to die in prison like this.
Help me, please!
Doctor, quick.
My pulse is fading. Quickly issue me a critical illness certificate. I need medical parole. As long as I can get out, I can donate all the private funds under my name to the hospital.
I'm dying. Call an ambulance.
I don't even want the Shen family's money anymore. Please just let me go home and see my useless son one last time. That's my only wish left.
It's a real pity Shen Wanshan didn't win Best Actor for his acting.
Captain Lee.
Take this health commitment letter he personally signed into him.
Chairman Shen.
A week ago, your heart was strong enough to support you to play championship golf for 5 hours straight. You were full of vigor back then. How come the moment you stepped into the interrogation room,
This greedy beating heart of yours instantly gave out, stop acting. There is no audience for you here.
That was just the last burst of my life force.
Doctor, you must believe me. I only forced myself to play golf to support the group's stock price. I really am dying now.
All your vital signs are completely normal, and your pulse is strong and highly energetic. There are absolutely no signs of an acute heart attack. Medical parole. With this physical condition, you have no problem working the sewing machines in prison.
Yeah. It's you again.
You hunting bastard!
Will you only be satisfied if you see me rot and die in prison? You will die a horrible death. I will never forgive you.
Shen Wanshan, you're wrong. Imprisonment is not my revenge on you. It is the decent ending you deserve for flouting the law. Repenting behind bars is the only purpose left for the rest of your life. Shen Wanshan's 10 billion yuan dream is over. The rest is left to the judgment of justice.
Zhao, you were the one who instigated us to extort money, saying we'd strike it rich by pinning it on the old man.
Clear my name.
Bullshit. It was your Wang family's greed. You broke the vase yourselves and tried to find a scapegoat. I only went along with it. You are the real scammers.
Useless trash. You actually dragged me down to this point.
Chairman, save me. You made me write all these money laundering ledgers. Tell the judge the truth. I was only acting on your order.
You.
Shut your mouth.
You couldn't even handle an ordinary person, and you dragged the whole group down with you. You want me to take the fall for you?
In your dreams.
Heaven has finally opened its eyes. We, the Lin family, can finally hold our heads high.
Defendant Shen Wanshan, please state your objections.
I have evidence. Shen Wantian personally told me to deal with the old man of the Lin family and ordered me to destroy all surveillance footage. Your Honor, look! He is the real mastermind. I was forced by him. He should be held responsible for all those lives.
Your Honor.
We are just poor people doing what we were told. Shen Wanshan took all the money. Please spare our family.
What a brilliant show of dogs biting dogs. This is your final curtain call.
After trial, it has been found that the defendant's criminal facts are conclusive. Defendant Shen Wanshan is convicted of money laundering, occupational embezzlement, and illegal detention.
For these combined offenses, he is sentenced to 15 years in prison, along with the confiscation of all personal property with no parole.
50 years. I have to stay in a place like this until I die. My $10 billion empire is gone just like that.
Defendant Zhao Fuhua is convicted of occupational embezzlement, extortion, and picking quarrels and provoking trouble, sentenced to 10 years in prison and ordered to return all illegal gains, with any shortfall to be covered by his seized properties, to be executed immediately. 10 years.
沈万山 ruined me.
Mr. Lin, please have mercy. I have both the elderly and children to feed. How am I going to survive these 10 years? I don't want to go to prison and work the sewing machine.
Wow. Ma, all the bad guys are finally being brought to justice.
Shen Wanshan, the food in prison is very healthy. I hope your heart can hold out until the day you get released. This is merely the return of justice. Justice is never defined by money. This is just the beginning. Date, Ma, the debt is settled. And I will personally take over the cancer that is Tianya Villa and thoroughly cleanse it, to restore its integrity.
The Shen family's assets have been fully seized. The villa will immediately undergo bankruptcy auction.
What a bunch of parasites. Even at this point, they're still only thinking of greed. I've worked here for most of my life. Who would have thought that in the end, I wouldn't even have a job to make a living?
I will pay the starting price. All of the Shen family's unpaid wages, subsequent employee severance costs, and bad debts will be fully assumed by me, Lin Yuan, personally.
Only by shattering this old world can we truly realize our vision. I've waited for this day for far too long.
Mr. Lin, congratulations. As of this very second, this 100-acre villa officially changes hands.
And you are now its sole new owner.
Shen Wanshan once said I was just an ant. Today, I'll let him watch from his prison cell how I uproot everything he ever built.
From today on, Tianya changes hands. I am the new owner.
You think you can act like the boss just because you bought some land, Lin? I am Shen Wanshan's cousin. I signed all the employment contracts for this villa. You have no right to fire me. Take your money and get out.
Since you miss Shen Wanxian so much, I'll send you in to keep him company right now. Take a guess. That list of your 30 million in bribes. How many years in prison will it get you?
Cousin Shen, the 30 million in kickbacks you pocketed from procurement. Every single transaction is clearly recorded. Will you turn yourself into the economic crimes unit? Or should I call the police?
Don't even think about running.
By the way, I think that police car parked outside is waiting just for you. The mere dog of the Shen family dares to talk about rights here.
Get out!
To make an example of him, only when his trash is cleaned out can the air in Shenyuan be truly fresh.
The wages that the Shen family owes you, I, Lin Yuan, will pay you double on the spot today.
For those willing to stay.
Starting next month, your salary will be increased by 50%. From now on, Chengyuan, I only value rules and competence. If anyone dares to form cliques like the Shen family did, I will show no mercy.
The filth of the old era must be washed away, for the grievances my parents suffered. I will make it up to them with every blade of grass here. Auntie, work with your head held high from now on. If anyone dares to withhold even a single cent from you without reason, or humiliate you like they did before, come straight to the top floor and find me with this acquisition agreement. I will personally sign off on your compensation.
Destroy all this junk used to scam customers. Chengyuan has no need for these deceptive tricks. I want the word integrity engraved in every corner of this resort.
They once wanted to destroy my family. Now, I'm presenting this $10 billion empire as a golden wedding gift. Mom, Dad, the villa has been completely cleaned up. Tomorrow, I will bring you both home.
We'll live in the best suite for the rest of our lives. Now that this battle is won, all those crooked rules of forced consumption and hidden markups
are completely abolished today.
From now on, the villa is renamed Qingyuan. I want every customer who walks in to see exactly where every penny goes. Anyone who dares to secretly alter prices or keep double ledgers, I promise to send them to prison to join Shen Wanshan. Integrity is the one non-negotiable rule for Qingyuan survival. Ingredients must be of the freshest quality. Cheating on portions is suicide. The quality of our dishes is our reputation. Cook poorly, and you will be fired immediately. Do a good job, and your bonus will be doubled.
Only by completely erasing all traces of the past can this place have a new beginning. By wearing this uniform, you represent respect and honesty. Don't ever show our guests that old, ugly attitude again. Dad, Mom, I will make sure this place is run with absolute integrity. No need to invite any dignitaries or VIPs, and no ribbon-cutting ceremonies necessary. For tomorrow's anniversary, I just want a peaceful and quiet setting. We will be hosting our two most important guests.
Yuan, I saw on TV that you changed the villa's name. That was Shen Wangshan's lifeblood.
Good job, son.
You not only avenged our family, but also saved the livelihoods of so many people.
Son, Mom doesn't care how big the resort is. As long as our family can have a peaceful meal together, I'll be satisfied. People like Shen Wanshan getting their comeuppance. That is the greatest justice heaven could give our family. Come on, eat while it's hot.
The Shen family has fallen. The Wang family has crumbled. The injustices my parents suffered. Tomorrow, in this estate, I will give them the perfect closure. At this moment, our family has finally reclaimed all our dignity.
Mr. and Mrs. Lin, happy 30th golden wedding anniversary. Welcome home for your vacation, distinguished guests.
Yeah, this all feels like a dream.
Mom, Dad, the Shen family is gone. From now on, this estate is our own home. No one will ever dare to kick you out again.
I've never asked for wealth or status in my life, but you helped me stand tall.
Let me propose a toast to you, son. The Lin family has produced a true hero.
I used to think those tycoons were untouchable giants, but now I know, as long as you stay righteous, justice will always prevail. Son, your mother knows exactly how much you've suffered these past 3 months.
Dad, Mom has suffered a lot by your side all these years. Today, in front of your son, you must put it back on her. This is a promise.
My dear wife, you worked so hard these past 30 years. From now on, we'll enjoy our days in peace here at the estate. We'll never be pushed around again.
The era of the Shens is over, and my parents' happy life has only just begun.